I think I just want to, this is kind of like a low bar, but I just want to like maintain the trajectory that 90s MTG has right now and
I dig
just
it.
keep growing. That's really the goal. That's it. Just keep it growing at the same rate or whatever, however you want to say. Um, Not slack off. Keep it going. All right, we're
That
started here.
it's a so we got disenchant, diabolic edict, swords to plowshares. I don't know why I'm turning my head like that would make a difference to being able to read it. Wasteland, Nantuku, and then one card I don't recognize the art.
And Tuco Shade, Phyrexian Arena, Diabolic Edict,
Phyrexian
Swords,
Arena.
Disenchant, and good old Gold Border Wasteland. Um, Chat going crazy for booby traps and zombie stills. Yes, so
I
zombie
was
still will be next
impressed.
round. What do you take with this duress, by the way? I guess swords.
Diabolic edict.
Diabolic Edict
Oh,
is pretty
maybe
good too.
you're happy to have it in the bin. So maybe swords.
Yeah, I think swords is the biggest threat here. Tinted Field, I think, is the name of the land that's in play, by the way. The one that has
Okay,
glare
yeah.
on it right now. Taps for black
Is that
and a
the
white.
Painland?
No, it taps for black and a white, but only if you have a swamp.
Okay.
It's a weird one. Uh, we had some weird times in the early 2000s as far as mechanics were concerned. um, all right, still thinking on this duress, I guess. This duress is taking a while. I'm predicting the swords. I'm predicting the swords.
Okay.
Final
Yeah,
answer.
I'm gonna stick with my original Diabolic Edict, which I definitely altered once to make it look like he's flipping a table. If you're familiar with the Diabolic Edict art,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but the client wanted it to look like those cheap tables that we play at our local game store. I don't know. Maybe you guys get fancy game card tables in New York City, but we just
Yeah,
get
we
like the white 8 foot plastic tables, you know.
we use like they use at World Series of Poker, those like green top heavy
Oh,
tables.
really?
No, I'm
Okay,
just kidding.
nice.
No, we got those white tables too.
There is one game shop around us that has these like toppers that are really, really cool. And they're like laminated and they have all these different arts and like fake playmats all in them. But they sit on top of the table, which makes the table like 2 or 3 inches taller. I really dislike playing on that table because the chair is the same height.
Yeah, yeah,
But I get it. It looks cool.
I get it.
Welcome, Dark Forest. If you are new to Magic, this is Premodern. Premodern is Eternal format. It's not going to get any new cards ever. It might get some different cards banned or unbanned as it plays. So if you're new to Magic, I really recommend picking your first format being something with a very fixed card pool. So this could be a great one, or starting with Standard.
Yeah. Um, I think this format is great if you are new to the game and even just as a spectator, you want to look at the history of the game. This is the history of the game on display.
Right. So these are the game's been around since 1993.
3. Yep.
And these are cards from 95 to 2003. So they're slightly outdated in that newer cards tend to have stronger creatures, but all the rules are the same. And if you're looking to get into Magic for as little money as possible right now, I would recommend downloading Magic Arena, which is all the newest cards, but you can play for free.
Yep. Yep. That's a good plug for Arena. Definitely if I had, like let's say a friend, this doesn't really happen because nobody cares
Mm-hmm.
about my hobbies. But but if I had a friend who was like, "Yeah, I'd really love to start playing Magic. What should I do?" I'd be like, "Download Arena
Download Arena.
and I'll see you in 6
And then
months."
let's play some Jumpstart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Gerard's verdict. This is Are you familiar with this card?
I am not. So we have one white, one black, or a white and a black. Sorcery. Target player discards 2 cards from his or her hand. You gain 3 for each land discarded this way. Oh, that kind of reminds me of Croxa.
It's a pretty cool one, yeah. It's neat because it's like at the time it was a fixed hymn to Turok, like kind of not as
Okay.
brutal, um, and a little bit more, you know, again at the time like contemporary as far as
Right.
mechanics
Very
were
on
concerned.
trend for the colors too, right? The
Right,
white part gaining life and the black part discarding cards.
exactly. Um, these
Now,
hypnotic specters are doing work.
yeah, the Angry Hermit deck only has 1 land in hand or on the field. Is this just Kaplan missing his land drops, unfortunately?
Seems like it, right?
Yeah, because I see lots of good stuff in the graveyard. The dress is 2 Phyrexian Arenas and a Disenchant. Disenchant has so many arts.
It does. Disenchant's been around since the beginning.
Yeah.
Disenchant. I don't know if there was ever oh yeah, there. Never mind. I take back what I said because Disenchant became green at one point. I was gonna say Disenchant has been in
Oh,
standard
sure.
this whole time, but it has not. So never mind.
That looks like a Vindicate, which always looks like a Star Wars scene to me. That art. I mean, that's a TIE fighter,
It
right?
does. Yeah, it really does. By the way, this is because you mentioned Star Wars, and this is totally
Oh
off
no.
topic for anything magic
Okay, here
related.
we go.
Wait, so I had an epiphany today. Is Boba Fett and the Mandalorian people, are they just Batman? They're basically Batman, but Star Wars.
I mean, they're bounty hunters.
They gotta find people and bring them to justice or whatever, or murder them. Batman doesn't murder people, but still, he takes care of them
He tries not to.
and
Yeah.
has a bunch of gadgets and armor and
Okay.
flies.
Okay.
Boba Fett
All
is
right.
Batman.
I will give you those are all true facts. It's just that the the Mandalorian is part of there's it's just the fact that there's a group of them, I guess, that I'm like it's not a vigilante and it's like
Yeah.
on the up and up sort of is the difference. There was a scoop, by the way.
Yep, that was a scoop.
Unfortunately, I just think Kaplan didn't see any more lands.
It's a storm. There's heavy rain, and Superman's floating in the sky, and Batman, with the modified voice, is just like, "Tell me, do you bleed?" to
Yeah.
Superman. I was like, "This movie is gonna be insane. I gotta see this." Like, I was so
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
I just love like my favorite kind of movies are crime dramas and dark thrillers and
Okay.
um just moody noir cinema. That's just what I'm all about. And that movie
Batman
just
is
was
all
like,
about being moody.
yeah.
Yes.
So I
Moody and
think that was the
broody.
longest answer ever, but Batman is now like my favorite
Okay,
superhero,
for sure.
I guess. Um, and I stand by that Boba Fett is basically Batman but Star Wars.
Okay, great. Yeah, that was where we started. Okay, here is a duress with 2 black mana floating. That looks like Stifle, Worldly Tutor, a land, and a Hermit Druid. Oh, Gothmog recommending LA Confidential if you are into that genre. Check it out. What? I don't know what platform that's on.
Oh, I don't
Is
know
it
either. I'm
not
pretty sure I've seen that. Off the top of my head, I don't remember, but
1997? That's so long ago now.
all right. So Duress took Worldly Tutor, in case anybody missed it. Nantuko Shade in play, and now Hermit Druid. So Kaplan has land this time, and he has creatures this time.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Now, is there anything to stop Kaplan from going off next turn? Just tapping that Hermit Druid and putting his entire library in the bin?
Removal, I guess,
Removal.
like that.
Oh, Diabolic Phoenix.
That'll do it.
That's a pretty scary combo to just land a creature and say, if you can't deal with this next turn, I win.
Yeah,
or
that's true.
essentially win.
That's true. Um,
I was also noticing that Kaplan's deck has Dragon's Breath, which is another one of those slang terms that we just call the effect of paying a red enchant creature gets +1/+0. That we just call that Dragon's Breath or Dragon Breath
we
whenever
do?
it's like
I didn't even
stapled
know
on a
that.
creature.
Is that a commander
Oh, I
thing?
do.
Oh,
Is it a commander thing?
I have no idea. I never heard of that. What's up,
Oh, fire
Gothmog?
breathing. Is it fire breathing? I thought we called it Dragon Breath.
Oh, fire breath. I mean fire breathing. Yeah, I think it's fire breathing. Yeah,
Okay, JK. I really thought it was the card name.
I can see you mixing those up because they are pretty much the same thing in concept.
The Shades coming in for 7.
Yep.
I guess I don't really know.
I think these Nantuko
Speaking
shades are
of
gonna hit for
Gothmog,
lethal.
cut my hair today, by the way.
Good job, Gothmog.
Nice. Well done. Well done. Thank you. He is not a hairdresser, I guess I should say. He's just a person.
He's just a regular dude. All right.
Ooh.
So another one-sided match, unfortunately,
Oh, it
but
is an alpha card.